Oh, hello, fellow humans. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. How is everyone doing? Howdy. Mm. For some reason, every stream starts off with a yawn. I've noticed this consistently. Um, Howdy, partner. A rat named Mouse. Yes. Hey, Randy. Um, I've been trying to catch your stream for ages. Well, congratulations, you have succeeded. Um, Valleybor, hello, hello. Welcome. Um, Valleybor, how's it going? I don't know why I paused so long. I was trying to remember how to say how's it going, I guess. Bonky, hello, welcome to the stream. Goodness, everyone's here. God's sleepiest warrior. Yes, only tune in for a bit. That's all right. So, hold on, let me get my drawing pad. So, what we're going to be working on today is I have worked myself into a little bit of a corner because I'm a genius. I decided to accept a lot of collabs at the same time because one day I decided, damn, I should interact with other artists more. Let me just ask for like 3 collabs. And you know what? Everyone said yes. So now we have 3 collabs. Well, one of them I didn't ask, one of them invited me, and that's the one we're going to work on today. Let me lower my voice a little bit. Okay, so the one we're going to work on today is, if you guys know Bill Makes Stuff, he's doing a bot bash thing, and he invited me to do said bot bash thing as well. So that's what we're going to do. I already rolled so he gave a page, right, that has like as you roll prompts to get prompts. I already rolled the prompts. So I have the prompts. And from these prompts, we're gonna draw a robot. Um, Weirdly enough, I well, most people that are participating are obviously model makers. You know, they make little models and stuff like that. I am one of the outliers. I don't think I'm the only person drawing, but I'm definitely one of the only people that are actually drawing it instead of making an actual physical thing. But it should work the same way, pretty much. So I think, by the way, with the prompts that I rolled, I'm gonna write them down right now. There's some big potential with the design here. Oh shit, hold on. I should probably make it so I can see your guys' chat while I'm drawing first. Sorry, this is gonna take a while. Um, Let me unplug this, I guess. I have to choose between mic, uh, tablet, and mouse, and charging my phone, which is dead. Robot time? Yes, yes, robot time. Okay, so let me write down the prompts first, and then you guys can start brewing up ideas, because I know these are gonna be, ooh, these are gonna be interesting. Ooh, what the fuck? So, oh, also I might work on some other things randomly throughout the stream, because I have, these are the things that I want to do. So I have the, uh, oh, I can just write bot bash. Then I also have, um, the the Ramen Varus mood board, which I'm doing with Shabby and Sedeka and Terror, the 3 people I'm working with, because I want to set in stone, or not really set in stone, but sort of elaborate on what the style of Ramen Varus is. So we're gonna have to like break down why both countries have the designs they do. Um, because both countries have like very ornate designs, but they have very ornate designs for different reasons. Belarus, for example, uses it to show off their wealth, so they use valuable materials and stuff like that. Ram, on the other hand, would use it more to bolster their own ego by illustrating themselves in heroic situations or heroic deeds, like their own culture, and also to show off their craftsmanship, stuff like that, you know? So we can just have more intent behind the designs for each country. Anyway, I'm starting my phone and let's write down the bits. So for bot bash, come on, unselected. There you go. We have um body is alien. So it sort of is we luckily I rolled alien, by the way. I'm so happy that I did roll alien as the prompt or as the first prompt because that allows me to not draw a robot. Some shit at drawing robots. I mean, it's gonna be a robot, but we can definitely push it a lot further just because I got alien as a prompt. Then we have for head, we have googly. Then arms, I got noodles. Hands, I got hook or hooks. Uh, and leg, legs. I got leg day, which we can interpret that any way we want. Um, and then I have flavor. Flo, yeah, fine. I'll just spell it that way. Flavor. There you go. Close enough. Uh, moldy. So by flavor, I don't think they actually mean the taste of the thing. I feel like what they mean by it is, you know, like a design flavor. So please, we're not gonna make the robot taste like mold. Okay, there you go. My phone's alive now, so let me turn on my own chat. Uh, cringe, you're cringe. Broke English and bad mic, bad lore too. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Unrelated, but how did the humans in your world originally acquire magic? We're gonna have to get into that. We're gonna we're gonna have to get into that in a video. I think that's grammatically correct. I don't know. No, no. Basically, it's the same way we discover literally everything, which is just some guy tinkering around and noticing something in the environment, wondering how it happens, and then discovering what it is, and then, you know, elaborating on that. But obviously, when it comes to the actual video and writing the lore more properly, there's going to be a name for the people. Especially the main person who discovered magic's and mana's existence. Why can't I find my own chat? I love your art. It's hella inspiring. Thank you. Appreciate it. Um, account. Sorry it's taking so long. I'm just technical difficulties. There you go. Now I can see the chat. It's gonna make it a lot easier to actually read while working. So, draw the robot going to college. Oh, and my phone died. I guess we're gonna just hold on. I have an idea. Maybe I can do a sort of lit screen thing so I can. Does that mess up the. Oh, yeah, that does mess it up. That also messes. Oh boy. I should have probably charged my phone before actually starting the stream. That would probably have helped. What the hell is happening? Now the chat's half cut off. No! What am I doing? Huh? I actually broke Streamlabs. I can only see half the chat now. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Okay. I haven't streamed for a little bit and already forgot how to do literally everything. What do I do now? I can't read chat. I can't read chat. Can't draw while reading chat. Let me start up my phone again on 1% and hope it doesn't die right away. No, no, it's just this. Okay, hold on. Here. I'm gonna screenshot it so you can see it. This is what the chat looks like for me. And uh I tried pulling it out on one side or the other and it just doesn't let me. It's just cut off half of it. So that's all I see, which is nice. That's just nice. Oh, he hold on. Thank you for the $20. I can't read your whole name because the chat is cut in half, and I can't read your message either. Hold on. I gotta. Can I? Um. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get Noah out of here in a little bit. I'm just trying to, figure out the technical difficulties. Okay, there you go. Um, Tito the Toe Taker. That's a wonderful name. Thank you for the $20. Hell yeah, robots. Here's your robot art subsidy. Meat parts are okay sometimes. Yes, yes, they are definitely okay sometimes. Um, but yeah, hold on. Let me get Noah out of here. But yeah, I appreciated your company while it lasted, Noah. Um, Thank you for the wonderful input on everything. But take care, all right? Um, how do I remove? No, that's just removing a message. Noah, could you write another one so I can actually ban you? No, actually, never mind. I'll just scroll up. Hide user on this. Ah, okay, yeah, that one. Okay, take care. There you go. Yeah. There's no need to put them down, Valleybor. I know it's infuriating sometimes, but there's no need to put them down because, well, it's sad enough already. You really don't need to add to it. Hmm. It's sad enough already. Okay, but yeah, here you go. Now we can actually do the stream properly because I can see the chat and draw at the same time. So, everybody, we got to think about a robot. So, what kind of ideas do you have for a robot that has an alien body, a head that's googly, noodle arms with hooks on them, leg day, and moldy? So, first of all, what I was thinking, like right as soon as I got these ideas, was that this would be perfect to design a sort of an arachnid-ish robot, right? Because the googly eyes for the head, you can totally make that an arachnid style head with like multiple big old eyes, right? And then we could totally have it be. I'm saying totally too many times. I mean, we could go with like thick as fuck brains, like this, like sort of very exaggerated Gundam-esque proportions, I guess. Uh, Spread the legs out. No, it doesn't have three legs, just two. And then like the arms are like the noodle arms are cool as well. When it comes to the moldy part, I'm not sure yet what we could do with that. Snail robot with tentacle hook arms and four legs. It eats decayed matter for biofuel. Oh shit, mold. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Here's how we can interpret it in different ways. Mold, we could make it a sort of fungal thing. So like the robot itself is made out of like a moldy material or something. We could also make it so that it creates its own its own fuel like this. Um, with like some sort of mold, so it can take in biological stuff, bio stuff, and then turn it into fuel. We could also just make it so that the robot is a meat robot and then has been taken over by mold. That could be interesting too. Um, and the body plan, I think we should really play around with because we definitely don't have to go uh bipedal. We can totally do like a snake robot with, or sorry, a snail robot with four legs like this, and then a head, or definitely more arachnid if we want. It would be cool if we have it be arachnid that the back tank can be like that fuel compartment. So basically just have it be like a giant tank with like a compost bin, pretty much. Bro harvests robot. Slime mold pops into my head. Nobody, because they're like spread out themselves via growing to detect. Holy shit! Yes, slime mold. Yes, yes, yes. That is a great point. Slime mold definitely could go really well. Which means you can have like slime mold arms, like you said. So we can have it be that the arms spread out like a slime mold to search for different things. You know those worms that have like that weird tongue? with they spew out their tongue and it sort of spreads into like a branching shape. That could definitely be what we use, though it would the hooks on the end would be a little lost because you could just say like, oh yeah, when it grasps forward, it sort of hooks forward, but I don't know, that might lose it a little bit too much. Um, like it's just in the shape of a hook instead of being an actual hook. Unless we want it so that the connection of the arm and the hand, like the whole arm is fungus or the slime mold, and then the end is just another metallic bit that's a hook, or maybe multiple hooks. Like yeah, but well, that slime mold in general, uh, pretty hard. If you mean like by pretty hard, you mean like a good thing? Yes. Slime mold is definitely very underutilized in designs. Should use it more. Slime mold's cool. Bobbit worm are in the sea, still creepy. No, no, it's not bobbit worms that I'm thinking of. It's the ones that the spewing out the web thing. Hold on, I can draw it. Um, the worms that do this, you know, like that just comes out of their mouth. Um, okay, the robot as well. I feel like it would be good to have the robot have a purpose. Per, per, purpose. Close enough. So whatever the intention of the person who created the robot is, one that fits really well with the idea of the slime mold and reaching out and searching for things. Somebody already suggested it, or many people probably did, is a scavenging robot. Uh, recycling. Late, yeah, close enough. Spelling is not important, just understanding it. So scavenging or recycling, that would work really well with this. Oh, thank you for the €2. Who will you collab with? The other two are gonna be a bit of a secret for now, but this one is for Bot Bash. If you guys know Bill Makes Stuff, he has invited a bunch of people to do Bot Bash, which is basically there's a list of random prompts that you roll for to get different prompts to make a robot with, and then you just make a video designing that robot and making that robot and presenting it. That's it, you know. And he invited me, so of course I took it. Of course I accepted his invitation because I love his content and I'd love to be a part of Bot Bash. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tito the Toe Taker. Appreciate it. Additional $5. Biological power source could be a pitcher plant type backpack to scavenge and hold biodegradable material or digest. Oh, like a hmm, having it be like a whole ass pitcher plant. That could be interesting. So it's like even more of a bio thing like that, and then just have the robot hold it somewhat. And then we could have the oh this would be so cool. Have like a cool spider robot with the legs being this like slime mold. So it wouldn't really walk. It would sort of glide more than walking. Love Bill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've watched his content for ages, so it was like it was very strange getting a message from him, you know? And being like, "Hey, you want to join Bot Bash?" It's like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" You know? It's so strange to now be interacting with people that I've watched in videos. Maybe the robot got corrupted by mold. Yeah, that's another thing that we are thinking of is that the mold corrupted it. So maybe it could be that it its original function has changed, so it got corrupted. Maybe it was like a I don't know combat. combat robot, but now it got mold on it, right? Mold, and then turned into a scavenger. The same way, sort of similar to if you guys have watched spoilers, by the way, if you don't want to hear this, close your ears. It's not major spoilers because it's introduced very early on in the series, but still, just in case. Um, Scavenger's Reign is a series, an animated series that is really fucking good. I binged watched it in 2 days. The though it took a while to get to the second day, uh, but I did binge watch it in 2 days. Um, it's really good, but one of the robots in that series got infected by some sort of mold that made it gain sentience. So it's pretty much that same thing. But yeah, Scavenger's Reign, really fucking good. I watched the original, um, the YouTube like short film, like way back when it came out, and I was so like awe-inspired by it. And the series that came from it is just, wow, it's so fucking good, so good. Highly recommend. But yeah, this style of creating reminds you of your Twitch days, Monlins? Yes, yes, it does. I mean, I hope to do this more often with the Monster Garden as well, just brainstorming with people and such. Uh, the reason it doesn't happen that often is because, well, a lot of the concepts in the Monster Garden are already quite set in stone. Like, I know what they look like, I know what I want them to be, so there's not much brainstorming with people to do. But there will definitely be more creatures in the future that we can do this with, have people, help me with it more. Oh, makes me think of the Rex from Risk of Rain. Oh yeah, definitely. That one as well. What would be in the Spider Florax? Well, if it's a scavenger, what I was thinking, or what we were thinking. Sorry, I'm already stealing people's ideas, claiming them as myself. What the fuck is going on with my grammar? Claiming people's ideas, claiming them as my. I'm talking gibberish. Hold on, let me slow down a little. Maybe drink some water. I'm already claiming people's ideas as my own. There you go. I'm saying I came up with this. This is mine. Fucking no, but a cool idea that we came up with now is just have the thorax be like a compost bin, pretty much, to create fuel for the robot. Um, so it's like a scavenger that scavenges for biological bits and other robots and stuff like that, and then turns that into biofuel for itself. Yeah, have the chat mold the creature into something new. Correct, correct. Maybe the mold acts like a puppeteer. Yeah, that could be interesting. But yeah, when it comes to the look of the alien part of it, I'm sort of feeling like a Metal Gear or maybe a Warframe-esque machine. Warm, close enough. Warm frame. So you know how in Metal Gear, the the geckos have like those legs that don't have, they're just tubes. I like that. I like that it's tubes, but then it does have like a hard part to its body. Like the rest of its body is solid, like that. I think that's what they look like. I forgot. And also Warframe has a lot of those designs where it doesn't really look mechanical, or there's mechanical components, but it's very biomechanical looking. So definitely want to take inspiration from those, I think. Small hands on the bag. Yeah, I feel like with the slime mold idea, if we go with like a bunch of hands and legs, that would be really good. Wait, hold on. We also can't forget leg day. Leg day for the legs. So we could interpret that as just having very many legs. But I think a more interesting way to do that would be to get it both ways. Like double down on the leg day and have it be multiple legs that combine together into a bigger leg, right? So it can either go like maybe it could either go bipedal with all the legs sort of like clumped together, and then we can have that sort of moose look, I mean gecko look, right? And then they can also separate from the main leg and do things. So it could be that the feet being hooks could be interesting. So we could either have the foot be like this, where it's a bunch of legs all bunched together, and then the hooks are the feet that sort of come out like this, right? So they turn into like a flat foot, but then when one separates out, it's just one hook, you know? Or we could have it be flipped around the other way and have the feet be fucking balls like this. And have that ball be segmented like an orange. And then when one of those segments come out, it's also a hook. See? We're getting somewhere. Like Squidward. Yes, Squidward. That is okay. Fair enough. So leg day, we're doing Squidward. Oh, okay. You know what I'm realizing? This body plan is pretty much the same proportions as when that episode where Squidward ate too many burgers and he just turned fucking dummy thick. It's that one. It's literally that episode. Oh no. The ball hooks are also really good for grabbing. Oh yeah, you're right. They don't have to be balls all the time. You could have them spread out as well to be more like this. Actually, yeah, I think I like that. It'd be good to have each of the hooks have sort of a thing that comes out on one side, so that, the thing has a little bit more to stand on besides just a ball. But this is interesting. It looks like Dioxys. Oh yeah, that as well. Um, Unrelated, you seem to have a good time of your have a good idea of your world's geography with the war boar and the dwarves. Do you have a map of your world? I'm there. It is very unlikely that I will ever draw a map for the world. Um, there might be rough maps, or I'll to help clarify, I might draw like a crude map to show where each of the countries and locations are. But I really don't want like a set in stone map because as soon as I draw one of those, what happens is, well, it gets set in stone, and then you can't really deviate from that map. You can't add new locations and just squeeze them in between already existing locations. It sort of just locks your world down. But if I don't draw a map, it keeps it more fluid. I can just say there's these locations and whatever. And when it becomes like more specific, like having an actual map, uh, normally it gets very when I go specific, then people expect things to be exact, but I'm not that exact. So eventually that will lead to people being like, well, actually, these Ram soldiers from the capital could not have traveled to the war zone on the front lines here in 3 days because I calculated the distance by calculating the diameter of the pillars on the map and then mapped it out, and then it'll turn into that, where it's like the story will start breaking down because the specifics will make it so everything has to be specific. I'll be back. Oh, Michael Amuguni? I uh, Amuguni? I hope that's correct. Welcome to the stream. Wait, wrong emote. Thank you for the $10. There you go. Yeah, maps are pretty limiting. By the way, that does not mean I don't like maps. Maps are fucking awesome. A great example is Treelancer. By the way, if you have not checked out Treelancer on YouTube, check him out. In his latest video, he showed a map of his world, and it looks fucking gorgeous. Like that is maps are so satisfying to look at, but I just can't limit myself not like that yet. At least not now. Maybe in the future. Maybe in the future, we might do a map. But for now, the locations are still very fluid. Though I can't help like visualize it by saying pretty much the whole war is around four pillars like this. So there's the pillar that's Rom's capital. Then there's the Varusian capital that's around this pillar. Then there is Burla. We'll get into Burla. The mana core is sort of here, pretty much, and this is another one of Varus's cities that was lost to the war. And the war zone is pretty much in between these pillars. So these two pillars are within the war zone. And the war sort of hasn't reached the capitals of Ram or Varus. Then there's the bunker cities, which are sort of dotted around uh, these locations, which are like the where all of the war stuff gets made and shit, and then sent out. Cactus would be really cool. Good point. Cactus as a design theme is really interesting. So let me write down cactus somewhere. Uh, Goose, just here. Goose. We might be able to do something with cactus because the legs are already weird. So having it be more weird by like giving it some spikes maybe would be interesting. Uh, and on top of the pillars are elephants that stand on top of turtles. I love those kinds of like over exaggerated like creation myth type stuff, when it's like, oh, a giant holds up the earth, or it's a elephants holding up a turtle holding up the world, or shit like that. It's always really cool to me. Uh, have you heard of Good Goodgus? He's an indie game dev with a very interesting style. Let me search that up right now because that I might recognize that, but I'm not good with names. So, no, I have not heard of Goodgus, if that's even the right way to say it. I've not heard of him. Never seen the channel before. Well, I'm gonna have to check that out then. Thank you very much. Momster Garden is a flat earther. Yes, I am very much a flat earther. Um, I believe everything is in the shape of pizza because pizza is one of my favorite things. Little fibers used to sense. Oh yeah, that could definitely be cool if the little arms. So, well, we can't really have it be blind, can we? Because it has a head that's supposed to be googly. So that's gonna be tough to make work. But so, okay, this is the idea I got for now. Big eyes like this. Um, then some sort of body plan. I'm thinking maybe something like bird-like, where it has like the crest at the start. Then big ass legs. Uh, right, and then the ball at the end is gonna be a weird one. I mean, it's supposed to be alien, so like that. right? And then the 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 backpack like this, and then it can sort of like do the thing. It can spread out its legs into like the this, you know? That's what I'm thinking right now. Monster Garden. If I made a race of mouse people, would vermin be a good casual term to call them? I think it is funny, but worry it may be too silly on the nose. No, definitely not. I feel like vermin is a great term to call some mouse people. Uh, don't see anything wrong with that. It depends about the context of the world as well. Like in that world, it could mean that because like vermin, if for example, there's sentient mouse people in our world, and I call it vermin, that seems kind of rude. But in your world, that might just be a general term that you use for those people. So just they're vermin. Yeah, I mean, like I literally have people in the trenches that dig around and scrounge for materials and scraps that are just called rats. And I have people that climb pillars called pillarmen. Like I don't think you know short and simple names like that that are easy to remember are good. Yeah. Oh shit, you just yeah, actually, good point. Vermin. Because it has the word men in it, so it's like literally like the vermin. Vermin. So yeah, that would totally work for a race name. That actually fits even better now I realize that. Thank you. Uh a rat named Mouse. Would be a slur? Oh, okay. So it is supposed to be rude. Well then, even better. Let's make some men. Don't remind me. How long have you been learning to draw? Love your style, and I'm scared that it will take 15 years to draw like that. I mean, it. The thing is, here's the thing. Here's the thing. It depends. If you want to like speed run it, you can. If I had another go at it from when I started drawing, I could have definitely gotten to this point faster. Uh, because a lot of the things I did weren't efficient, right? I just drew for fun most of the time, which made me improve gradually, but I very much enjoyed it. So it's up to you how fast you want to improve. A very good example of this right now that's happening, like currently actually, is PewDiePie. Have you seen what that man does? He he started learning drawing, and holy shit, I watched like his recent video where he fucking shows off his journey, and he has a book where he draws in every day. That dude's getting good fast. It's only been like 100 or so days. He's fucking killing it. So yeah, it really depends. I mean, if you put in the work, it doesn't take that long. It definitely doesn't. And please do draw for fun. Yes, it is very much encouraged. If you start drawing, draw for fun. For God's sakes, don't be like, I want to start drawing. What do I practice first? No, have fun first. Actually enjoy the thing before making yourself suffer. PewDiePie can draw now? Fucking look at it, man. Go to YouTube, search up PewDiePie drawing or something. You'll definitely find it. Just search up PewDiePie. It'll be the first thing that comes up probably. Um, he's drawing now. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. Literally, like it's so impressive how fast he's gotten good at drawing. Hope Cyber Demon. No, things happen. All right, things. Werefolk. Yeah, Werefolk is also a good name. Werefolk is a very good name. But yeah, so I think I think we have enough thinking. I'm pretty happy with the idea of a Uh, so this is what we got. I'll just summarize it so we can get right into designing it. So we got a scavenging robot that is biomechanical. It has thick ass legs that can spread out into multiple smaller legs. It has big old eyes, and the legs are made out of like weird fungal no slime mold. We can like have it be more corrupted after that, like have more mold like spreading over its body unintentionally from the legs. Um, but yeah, so that's what we got. So let's get right into the design. Like just working out the proportions and seeing what kind of portions we can play around with. We could definitely also have it be quadrupedal. That might actually lead into quite a nice looking design shape wise. Have the tank be like heavy on its back like this. Uh, I mean, we could go crazy and have its head be fucking up here if we wanted to. Let's just like try to play around with it as much as we can. No, wait, the eyes. Snail eyes? Crab eyes? Mushrooms? Hmm, that could be interesting. I mean, the prompt is googly, so we might not want to think too narrowly about it by just being a spider head. So we could definitely, yeah, we could definitely do like a more this sort of head, like with big googly stalk eyes. Don't know how long I want the stalks to be. Let's do this first. Yeah, and we can have like two little arms in the front, maybe. Make it cute and mischievous. Sort of, it can like rub the arms together and clean its eyes the same way a fly does. And then the tank like this, maybe. Uh, we could also, I'm forgetting the balls as well. I mean, if we're going with like a ball motif, having the thing on its back be like a big old ball might be interesting too, to like uh give more of that look. Also, it does not just have to be a big old ball. There's so many possibilities we can go with this, by the way. Another thing is we don't have to make it a ball. What we can do is we can make it like a rack of smaller shapes that might be cool. So more like this, like a pack of multiple of them. Like perhaps it's more efficient to do it that way with smaller portions, or maybe um it's just that it's like a swappable thing, perhaps. The vegan sphere? What? Thanks. I wanted to ask specifically about your journey as an artist. How long did you learn to paint? It would be great if you made a video about it. Uh, I, I don't know. I'm not sure if it will seem very uneventful, you know? Like I've definitely not had like a strange journey. It was just I one day in high school just decided, yep, I'm gonna do art now. And then after that point, I paid no attention to school at all, did the minimum of everything, tried to find loopholes around the school system so I could do the least. Um, and I just hung out in the library drawing for fun. And then eventually, that drawing led to a family member of mine gifting me a tablet. Then I started drawing on the tablet. Also, I started posting it because I just wanted to show people, you know. At first, obviously, it was the classic starting off drawing, being absolutely fucking embarrassed of your own drawings. Like I was hiding it under my desk, and anytime somebody came close to me while I was drawing, it's like, get away from me! Ah, don't don't look at me while I'm doing my foul craft, my vile scribbles, you know. But then after a while, it's you get a little more confident in it, want to show it off to people and shit. So you post it places and stuff. Um, then yeah, I just kept posting, I guess. And then I got to this point. I started like streaming on Twitch eventually. First as something called the Cheesy Creators because I had a group of friends that were also artists and we all made a group called the Cheesy Creators. So I decided to call my stream the Cheesy Factory and we just designed random creatures and then those creatures developed into a world and then that world developed into the Monster Garden and then that Monster Garden turned into the videos. That's the very much shortened version of all of it. But there wasn't, there's not much uh, special there, I don't think. I drew all over my assignments, instead of doing them. Oh yeah, completely bordered with sketches and doodles. Those were the days. Oh yeah, I definitely did that. Though I use the school notebooks to draw in the ones with lines. That's how I started. I still have the original book that I literally started drawing in, and also the first like proper drawing I did after deciding to become an artist. I kept all of it. Um, but yeah, by the way, the way I figured out, I don't recommend anybody else to do this, by the way, because I was absolutely stupid. Like this whole thing that I'm doing is stupid. I am just very disgustingly lucky at and 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 so I got away with it. I don't recommend anybody else doing this the way I did it. So high school, realized I wanted to do art, did the bare minimum in high school. You know how I did that? I realized that in high school, if you fail a class, you can they give you some time after the final exams of that semester. Semester. There we go. Semester to do some work to get enough points so that you pass the class. So you can do some work after the test for like a month. They give you like a month period. You go to each of the teachers, right, and be like, "Hey, I didn't pass your class. Can you give me some work so I can pass your class?" And then they give you some work, and then you do that work, send it in, and then you pass it by a fucking sliver, right? So I realized, oh, the amount of work that they tell you to do is normally just an essay. Like they just give you an essay, uh, and then let you pass with bare minimum score instead of doing like, six or seven pieces of work in normal class to pass by bare minimum grade. So what I did was I just started skipping every class because there was no point. I can just fail all of my classes, then after the final exams, just randomizing all of the tests. I didn't even read any of the fucking tests. I just except for the English test. I was fucking killing it in the English test. I got first place in the school, I think, in the English test once. Or was it? No, it was fucking second. I think it was second place because one of my classmates got zero point 0.5 points more than I did. That. But but yeah, I skipped all my classes, didn't give a shit. And then at the end of the year, after failing all of the classes, I just did an essay per class and then just passed them, bare minimum. Uh Yeah, so that's how I did it. So you can notice in my grades that every year passing the year I realized I wanted to be an artist, I fail an increasing amount of classes. So the first year, after year two, I think I failed like three classes, five maybe. By the last year of high school, I failed like fucking 10. I think I failed most of them. Like there were three that I actually passed, which was English, and I failed art. I failed art class. I didn't even fucking attend it. Because it's art history. They don't actually draw in art class. They just talk about art history. So then you just, doesn't obviously that I don't care about that. So bad skill issue, yeah. Get away with it? Yeah. Because then I just just imagine it from my parents' perspective, how defeated they would must have been. Because I was just so stubborn. I was like, no, literally, listen, mom, dad. I'm not gonna pay attention. I'm gonna be an artist. And if you want, you can waste your money and force me into college, but I'm not gonna do anything in college. So you can waste your money and force me into college. Yeah, sure, you can do that, but you're not gonna get anything out of it. So it's up to you. I'm gonna be drawing. And then that's what I did. And you know what? Hold on. Do you know who else failed art? You guys are lucky. I didn't. This YouTube thing uh, blew up. You're lucky. How old were you when you started drawing? I think I was, I don't know, 12, 13, 13 maybe. 12, 13. I would get smoked in a 2. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't recommend anybody else doing this because I got stupidly, disgustingly lucky that I was that I was able to get away with it. This is the least like I was risking everything because I got a shit like I was shit in high school. I didn't continue college, so if the art thing didn't work, what would I have done if the art thing didn't work? So I could have, fucking, I don't know, gone into politics. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Let's not, let's not. Yeah, like, just, I don't know how I got away with it, honestly. But yeah, there you go. There's your story of how I became an artist. Just stupid luck and me being stupid. Yeah, we just gotta leave our jobs and start doing art on YouTube. I'm sure we won't starve. Yeah. Again, don't recommend it. Please don't do what I did. Oh, it'd be cool to have the back portion of the robot be like a flat half disc and then have the balls come out of it like this. That could be interesting. Or we could also have it be flat disc and then canisters like this. Like a cat's paw or a dog's paw or I don't know, whatever animal you'd like. Hello, I love your content so much. It inspires me to create fantasy world of my own. Wish you the best. Thank you. Appreciate it, Martin. I will tell you as a shadow. What? I will tell you as a shadow Simon who did everything he did, but just failed school and never got the clout. Don't do it. There you go. Yeah. But I mean, it was. Um, I did do like a bunch of commissions and worked my ass off to like try and prove to my parents that it was like a sustainable thing or not sustainable but like it was a monetary thing like I could actually make money with this. I used to when I started off commission I sold finished drawings for $20, so fully rendered line work, color and shading, $20. uh, and I made it like way lower than I saw everybody else do. So like obviously when it comes to commissions, you gotta sort of compare yourself to other artists. So I like looked at everybody's art and then like looked at the prices compared to how good the art is, and I was like, okay, let me just do like half of that. Like half of the amount that everybody else is paying for so I can get as many commissions as I need. And then I did like I don't know how many fucking commissions all at once. Like sometimes I did like three at the same time. I just like jump between them, just blast through some commissions, get some money. It was really fun. I do really enjoy doing commissions, or did enjoy doing commissions. Obviously now I'm not very incentivized to do commissions just because The main thing is YouTube at the moment. Maybe I'll do commissions eventually in the future again, but for now, uh, no point in doing them. But yeah, it was very fun to like interact with people and do commissions because I like that talking to people and figuring out the design and going back and forth to like show them, you know, sketches and what to fix and that. 'Cause all of that was really fun. Mom and Dad, I don't want to go to school. People who want to eat dwarfs will throw money at me. Yes. Unrelated again, can anyone see the end of the pillar, or do they just extend as far as anyone? Well, the thing with like, I still need to illustrate this properly in the world, but the sky in my world is very cloud filled and very foggy. Like the world itself is very foggy. So, if you're wondering, oh, why? Why is there so many clouds? Why does it get foggy up the top? Well, the reason is because I don't want you to see how tall the pillars are. That's it. There isn't like, oh, the atmosphere, you know, the humidity in the atmosphere is higher because the temperature in the world is blah, 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 blah. No, I don't have any excuse for it. I just don't want you to see what's above. So I just, yeah, there's clouds. That's it. How did you get commissions? Through Discord servers. I wasn't like big on any platforms and I didn't post really consistently on any platforms. Like I tried Instagram, I tried DeviantArt, I tried ArtStation and Twitter, and I didn't really post consistently enough or it never really took off. So what I did was I basically just searched uh, uh, art commission servers, right? Art commission Discord servers, joined all of them, like all of the ones that if there's an art commission server, I'm probably in it. Um, and then just like looked up what you had to do for the commission thing in each of the servers. Because the thing is, normally art commission servers they get you to like do something to be able to sell your commissions. Like you normally have to like show them a commission that you've done before and proof of payment, something like that, and then they allow you to post commissions. So it was a lot of like just sending people uh, shit. But some servers are like you can just post your commission sheet. You don't have to go through any of that. But the servers that do force you to go through that, for me at least, were very much worth it. Literally the best server that I was in for getting commissions was one called Art Commissions. That's like the biggest one. Art Commissions. It has like a whole thing that you have to do before being able to post the commissions, but it was completely worth it. And if before that, like before, oh, how did you get the first commission? If you have to get commissions, to be able to sign up for allowing to post your commission sheet. Well, I just got a friend to commission me. Like you could get a friend to commission you, or I just went to all of the servers that don't have you needing to authorize and just posted there, hoping to get lucky. So somebody, you know, uh, takes my commission, and then I can take that first commission and then throw it at everybody else. Um, lucrative vor and furry commissions. No, I did not decide to go into furry commissions and like weird freaky fetish stuff for the sake of profit. Though, Andre, if anybody has to, by the way, full respect to them. And if I had to, um, I would not hesitate to do furry commissions if I needed the money. Like there's nothing wrong with that. A hustle's a hustle, okay? You got to do what you got to do. $20 is $20. But yeah, just if you're actually looking to make some big bucks, I guess, and you don't have any dignity, just go into furry commissions. It's fucking like, dude, they pay so much, like, it's so much. Like, holy shit. Yeah. Do you draw anime waifus once upon a time? No, no. I have not drawn anime waifus. I don't have the art style for that. Does your world have mythology? I mean, you said that people believe in gods, but are they real? It's the same way as in our world. We believe in gods as well. It's the same as us. Um, he'll be forced to draw, start drawing furries. No, please, please don't do this to me. What have I walked into? No, no, I'm just explaining to people that if you need to go into furry commissions to make the money, to sustain yourself, then go ahead and do that. Well, I salute you, brave soldier. I mean, no shame, no shame in that. Don't put furry commissions on your resume, though. Well, it's up to you. I mean, again, if you want to hustle and you want to attract more furry commissions, you got to put some furry commissions on your resume. You can't just, draw normal people, post it in some furry servers and expect people to be like, "Oh, Ed, he draws some good furries." Nah, you gotta show off them furries. You gotta show off them dogs. Let's see. Another interesting way to do it might be like a Christmas tree. Not really a Christmas tree. Like those oh, we could offset them so they're more like this. I just put a cap on it. I like that actually. I like this. It's weird, goofy. Um, why are they so wealthy? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I'm not gonna question it because it's better for us. I mean, I can't complain about it, but they have too much money. They keep paying so much for commissions. I can't complain. I mean, no need to complain about that. Balls. That looks like a plant. Good. Wit of Warboar lore when? I'm waiting on Merchcraft right now to post that video. It's literally ready. I'm just waiting. Um, your voice isn't loud enough? Oh, sorry. Hold on. Let me that real quick then. Uh, why is there you go. Yeah, sorry. The reason it is not that loud is because I'm also having a bad habit of just looking away from it. I'm not even facing the microphone half the time because we run 60% of the internet. I guess so. Reminds me of streetlights. But yeah, I'm actually interested in this design. I think this one's interesting. I'm still thinking about how they connect to the body though, because as soon as these split out, it sort of looks I don't like that it's like a tube like this that spreads out into multiple. It doesn't look that good. I feel like we definitely have to have like m maybe have separate panels for each of them so it looks more like a cable and then just have them bind together maybe. Are there crabs in Rust and Trenches? Definitely, definitely. I definitely want there to be crabs in the trenches as well, the same way they are in like Thai rice fields. Just some crabs. Like if there's like a swampy sort of environment with water, crabs will find a way to get there somehow. Like it's in the middle of the fucking plains or something, and there's a crab. Because why not? Of course there's a crab. Why wouldn't there be a crab? Uh, it might be one of the few YouTube videos to have an infinite like-dislike ratio. What this might be one of the few YouTube videos to have an infinite like-dislike ratio? What? What do you mean? It's a stream. I don't think there is a like-dislike ratio yet, and if there was one after the stream ends, I don't know why it would be infinite like-dislike ratio. Eco-modern starfish tube legs are not viable on a large scale. Well, guess what, Rodinger? It's a drawing. So we can do whatever we want. Let's go. We're not limited by reality. Fuck yeah. We have 120 likes and 0 dislikes. Huh, that's surprising. I thought I'd at least have one because of another guy. I forgot his name. The guy that was there at the start of the stream. I thought he would have at least contributed to like one dislike. Damn. I guess actions speak louder than words. He was nice after all. Just you know, it shows his true colors. Oh, this is freaky. I like this. Whatever I'm doing right now, I like this design. It reminds me of like the medieval goofy clothes things, but it like makes me think that it's like different muscles sort of pushed into little tubes and then extruded into noodles. That's very weird. What inspired your character bottom left? I just drew him one day. Well, what inspired it was I wanted a character that was. Oh, hold on. Okay. I wanted a character that was obviously had no face and no identifiable features, so he had to wear a mask of some sort. And I was scrolling through like masks on Pinterest, I think, and I stumbled upon like a a a sack like mask that somebody made that was like just it was just a sack like this, like a sack you'd use for corn or something that was droopy, and then they just like hand painted realistic eyes on either side of the thing like this, and I was like, you know what? That's fucking perfect. That is perfect. So I basically just used that and I adjusted it a little bit, gave it the little schnoz and the gas mask because of the war scenario and stuff like that. Uh, and then I just gave it some weird horns because why not? The reason I didn't want like any animal ears is because I wanted it to be confusing to what the hell the thing actually is. And I think it worked because a lot of people are like, so is he a rat or like a horse? What is he? So they're asking questions, which means I succeeded in my task. And then I also thought it would be neat to have like these two little pinprick holes as where he's actually looking out of. And the holes, like the idea of having like little fucking holes where he sees out of. I got that idea from God, what's the guy's name? There's this there's this performance artist um that puts like clay on his face and then like stuffs like he pokes his fingers in it and puts hair in with it and stuff like that to make his face like disappear and make like all these creepy faces masks.
Sorry. Sorry, I couldn't name.
Hold on, I'm gonna search up what I'm talking about. Uh, creepy performance art. Perfect. Exactly. This guy. This guy. You might have seen him if you're like into like creepy shit on the internet or whatever. Um, yeah, yeah. So I remember seeing this and I was like, oh, that'd be perfect because I do want the stranger to look kind of creepy. And I remember like the little pinprick holes being like the eyes being like quite a creepy aesthetic, so I decided to use that on the stranger as well. Yeah. So if you realize most of my designs pretty much are just mashing different things together. Like it's like I'm not doing anything special. As well, the head thing that the stranger has on, like this little thing, that is from there was like I think it was pictures of Russian grandmas where they had I don't know if specifically Russian, but just grandmas that had like their shawl um or scarf like tied around their head like this. And the reason I did that is because it's all like clashing things. It's like, okay, I remember the eyes being creepy, so let me add that. The mask was creepy, but then add something that might make you think that it's, it's like cute or friendly. Like, sweet old grandmas have this like ball around them. So it like all like fucks. Fucks? It fucks? What? That doesn't make sense. It all like doesn't fit, which is good. That's how a human brain works. True, true. Guess there was no need for me to say that. But yeah, there you go. That's where the stranger's design came from. Just different elements that babushkas. Yeah. So that's how I got to his design. Let's see. But yeah, I'm interested in this shape. I like this shape a lot. It's like weird and freaky, sort of. Because it also reminds me of bugs, because bugs normally have like their limbs are attached like this, like different segments. So having it go like this and then out again makes me think of bugs, which is perfect for what we need. Okay, and then we have two. So this is getting a little cluttered. Let me make another one. Design give me nostalgia. Good. Oh, and also just like the grimy aesthetic in general of the guy is taken from Darkwood, the game Darkwood. I love that game. I never played it. I don't dare to play it. I would probably piss myself. But that game's awesome, and the aesthetic is awesome of like how the world feels and how the characters are illustrated and stuff. So I wanted it to be the same griminess as that. I feel like a lot of parts of my world still look too clean. I definitely want them to look more lived in, and I have to work on that to sort of build up layers of grime and stuff like that on everything. Um, I think I still need to work on that quite a lot to get better at it. But yeah, so the legs are sort of like this. So there's the two large pairs, and then the two smaller ones, which might be like little roots or the fungal roots. Oh, my leg's falling asleep. Why does your world have only one religion? Are the people been together in the past? What do you mean they only have one religion? I mean, there it originated from one religion. So, it's also because obviously Rama and Varus are neighbors, geologically neighbors. And before the war, they were actually in trade together and had, decently good relations. And before the war happened and all of that, there was a pantheon of gods that the people believed in. There was a pantheon that Ram, Varus, and Burla believed in. Obviously, there are discrepancies between the countries and how they believed in each of the gods, which ones they worshipped more. Some believed this was the main god. Some people believe that was the main god. Obviously, that's normal between regions. So some people might say, "Oh, this god is female," or "that god is male," or "this god is the brother of that god," or actually uh, that god's the son of that god and stuff like that. There are differences, but in general, it was a consistent pantheon. But then all of that happened, and it separated into two different religions, which basically believe the same premise but have different perspectives on it. So they believe that the god of magic is imprisoned within the earth, right? And the other gods banished him down there and impaled him with 12 giant spears, which are the pillars. Um, but from Ram's perspective, the god of magic is the good one, right? They believe in the god of magic, they worship the god of magic, and believe that the other gods are foul and childish and selfish, and jealous. And that's why they imprison the god of magic. And that's the reason they say that people aren't able to use magic as well. The god of magic was going around granting different creatures the ability to use magic, and the other gods didn't like that, so they banished him before he could give the ability to use magic to people. That's why people can't use magic. That's why they believe people can't use magic. And Varus, on the other hand, believes pretty much the same thing. They believe that the god of magic is at the center of the earth and the other gods imprisoned him. But they switch the perspective. They believe that the god of magic is devilish. He's a chaos god. Magic is chaotic, and the god of magic is chaotic and was going to bring on the end of the world if he was, not controlled and imprisoned by the other gods. So they were right to do that, and the other gods are righteous and correct in their decision. Um, and so they make it intentional, or that makes it so they look at the people of Ram as being bad guys. They are influenced by the devil, the god of magic at the center of the earth, and are uh, lured in by magic, by the temptation of knowing the answer of where magic comes from, and they dig down, right? Pretty much digging their own graves. So, and but this is the interesting thing. Varus doesn't believe that magic itself is devilish, right? The devil uses magic, or like the god of magic, uses magic as a lure to tempt people to join him in the center of the earth, right? But if you can win against that temptation, you have won. Yeah, you've pretty much won. So Varus still uses magic, but because they're not digging down to the center of the earth, they believe they have bested the god of magic. They've bested the devil, right? Because they're using the thing he's tempting them with for their own advantage and not falling to the temptation, right? So they believe themselves to be better than the people of Ram because Ram's people have fallen to the temptations. They want to get to the center of the earth, you know? So there you go. That's the religions that there are. Oh, and obviously the Verus people's belief is called uh, Xenophism, and Ram is centrism. It's left ambiguous. Um, it's the same as our religions. Like, so all the information we get about the world, also regarding gods, is just the perspective of the people in the world. Yeah, literally everything is in the perspective of the people in the world. It's all objective. Yeah. So that's the fun of it, because you can try to figure out if, like, are there enough context clues to mean that this thing is truthful? Can we trust this person? Has he just taken drugs and said that he received a message from God or not? Is that a valid excuse? Or, you know, that's the fun part. Because when everything's known, I don't think for me, that's not fun. If we know exactly what gods exist, we know they're up there. We know their names, we know their abilities, we know how much health they have, how much strength, dex, intelligence they have, we know what spells they can cast. At that point, they're not really gods anymore. You know? I think it loses the luster of a god to know exactly what they are and who they are and what they do. So I wanted to keep it from an objective perspective. Where do we read on this lore? I'm hopefully going to make videos about it. That's the thing. I've done a very poor job at making videos about it. There's still a lot of work for me to do. Um, I feel the same way when there's an afterlife in stories. Oh yeah, I like keeping it ambiguous. Obviously, the people have beliefs about what they think happens after you die, but obviously, no one's have has come back to confirm it. Nobody's been like, "Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, spirits, ghosts." You know, but the people do believe in like ghosts and spirits and stuff like that, aberrations, apparitions, or whatever how you say it. I do like this shape, I think. Though with like the body, there's still some stuff to work with. This sort of head shape reminds me of like obviously a crab, but like a coconut crab sort of thing going on, I think. Kind of, not exactly. Um, yeah, the Varusian people believe that the pillars are like a double they have a double meaning, right? The pillars. They were not just only the spears to imprison the god of magic, but they also believe that the spears themselves are a trial for them to conquer. The spears were there to make a bridge for them to be able to reach the heavens and join the gods. So they want to reach the top to be able to join the gods because they believe that's what's up there, the gods. Um, there's obviously differing beliefs. Sometimes there's some variation in that, where some people believe it's the gods themselves that are up there, and when we reach them, we'll be able to join them in heaven. Some people believe that we'll get our answers. Some people believe that maybe maybe some more cynical people might say, "Oh, the gods are dead, and if we get up there, we're going to replace them." Um, like uh, like Father Hedwin. This has just turned into a lore stream. That's pretty much every stream. Don't worry about it. I enjoy talking about it, so no worries. A year ago, I started my own world building project where a deity was killed and spread into a ring around the planet. Occasionally, magical charged rocks would fall from beyond the atmosphere. Neat. I like that. Full space rocks and dead gods sprinkled ashes. That's nice. Hey Simon, if you decide to make elves, can you make them short, like the folklore tales? Depends. I'm not yet thinking about like revisiting elves anytime soon. I'm focusing on trolls and also maybe orcs. We'll see. Uh, like a Dragon Age moment. What I started upon the golden throne in the golden city, and it was empty. I don't know where that's from, or I don't know what Dragon Age is, so I apologize, but yes. Is is anyone trying to destroy the pillars? We'll get to that. Rimjob Randy? No, Rimjob Randy is not lore accurate. There might be some myths and legends, tales whispered in quiet, dusty taverns, but who knows? How are you, sir? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. I'm doing very good. Do you have something like a world anvil or something to keep track of all these things? No, I have a Word document. I have multiple Word documents with many, many, many pages. But most of it is in my head. Um, that's why I'm dumb. I explained that in the setup video. It's the reason I'm stupid is because I have so much of my memory capacity in my head taken up by this stupid world building project instead of actually meaningful things like like school. I threw out all of the school shit and just replaced it with the world building shit. Oh, insanity. I'm drawing a robot. It's not anything to do with the Monster Garden. It's just for a collab. Oh, this is weird as well, having the eyes come out the bottom like this. That's weird. I like that. That Crunker game was funny. Whatever did this. It's called Crunker Strike. Educate yourself. My God. Um, Dragon Age is an RPG. Mages wanted to reach the gods, and when they came to the fabled Golden City, it was empty, and they were cast out and cursed. Oh, damn, that's neat. I like that. Visiting a dead place and catching a disease. Oh, yeah, that's cool though. I like that a lot. Uh, the Pillars of Nosgoth. If you recognize that, you are an OG. I'm sorry. I suppose I am not an OG then, because I do not know what that is. What about a half hermit craft, half wasp that takes stuff like wood and stone or magic things, mixes those with its spit and makes new shell? That could be interesting. I'm still thinking about what these globs actually are. I'm thinking they are actually like they are actual globs, like it's not like a solid containment unit with like a glass shell. I'm sort of thinking like the same way, crabs make bubbles to uh, like I'm thinking it starts collecting stuff and then sort of wraps it in this bubble of mucus and stuff, so all of it's like suspended. And then it just lifts it and plunks it in its back while it like digests. So each of these are just holding cells with like grooves in them that take in the so-called nutrients, I guess, um, from the goo balls, right? So then, because then we can also make these like very bio, like they're spreading. They're not really contained perfectly. Like some of them might like droop a little, perhaps, or like they get more. Sorry for my use of words, but I can't find a better word. They get more flaccid. Um, the longer, the closer they are to finishing digesting. So they sort of just turn into a little goopy thing maybe with just like, the outer thicker oxidized skin. And then it would just like reach up one of its tendrils, kick it out, and just like throw it away, fucking. Or maybe it just eats it again to recycle it into more of the mucus so it can use it again. Always love your live streams. Thank you. Uh, I'm not big into Nosgoth, but IIRC, okay. There were pillars representing concepts, and they had an avatar associated with them. They keep world balance in check. Oh, I see. I've just played the L4D. I don't know these abbreviations. Like games. Well, Left 4 Dead like games that got canceled was very fun. Yeah, it would be ironic if Bruce, the Pillar people had dwarves and Rom, the Digging people, had elves that climbed the trees. Funnily enough, the dwarves are in cahoots with Varusians. They can only trade with Varusians because it's within Varusian territory. So the only people they have ever interacted with are Varusians. Okay, biotech body horror stuff, my beloved. Yes, I gotta love some biotech and body horror. I mean, it's not really body horror. None of this is really horrifying. Okay, so definitely a good scene to put this thing in would be a scene of it picking up trash, right? Picking up different garbage and making a ball in front so you can tell that it's like using them to put them back here. And then having one of the hooks like about to take out one of the done ones. Uh, and also we can have it so the front legs are like spread out, so they're like searching for uh, things like this. So the back legs are stable, front legs are like spreading out, and you can see it like dragging different things like dead logs and stuff towards it. I think that would be a good scene, so we can sort of get the general gist of this thing. The Mao Monster Garden about the anti-arm actually defenses. It's okay to say flaccid if your audience is mentally mature. So no, it's not okay to say it. It's not okay to say it. That's the first word that came to your mind? Yes. Sorry if this is a weird question, but how old are you? Um, I guess it's, yeah, I mean, it's fine. Uh, the, how old am I? How old am I? Hold on. I gotta check what I forgot this. I literally somebody asked me this a few days ago, and I had to do the same thing. I forgot what year it is. It's 2024 now, right? 2024. I don't track my birthdays, so I have to like he's eternal. No, no, I'm not eternal. Uh I yeah, I'm currently 21. I will be 22 this year. It hasn't I've not turned 22, but I will this year. It's 2016. No, no. It's 2000 and 20 four for 2000 2024. Yeah, I just don't track them. There's no point. I just go with whatever. Yeah. Let's try to like I think I'm happy with how that looks. We can no, I should not go into a scene right away. I should definitely like clear up the design because otherwise I'm gonna have trouble actually like figuring it out. Your voice sounds older. Nice. That's good to hear then. I forget everyone else's. Me too, man. Me too. That's why I write it down. Things that I do actually need or want to remember, I make sure to like write it down on notes because I just have quite a bad memory. It's to the point where like I am quite concerned that later on in life I will probably get dementia. I'm already hoping ahead of time because I don't have a good memory, and I feel like that's just dementia is gonna be is gonna it, it'll it's bound to happen. I feel bad about my ambition. Oh shit. I apologize if that ruined anybody's perception of me, though it was going to be inevitably revealed anyway. Cause like eventually I do want to go to like conventions and such, like art conventions, so we can actually like meet in person and such. That'd be neat. I eventually that the big dream because like I've never been to like a proper art convention. I've officially been to one convention in Thailand, but it was uh that was before this whole thing blew up, and I didn't go there for the sake of meeting followers or whatever like that, and that was in Thailand as well, which I'm guessing most of you probably are not in Thailand. uh, so like I do have a bucket list of like going to a convention in like the big places, America or other ones, whatever. I think of him as the mouth in his profile. Yeah, that's pretty much what I look like, and I have a big fucking cone head. It's a running joke in the Discord. My head is just shaped like a cone, and I'm like 4'5". But the cone head makes up for the rest of the height. It balances it out. My passport is just this. Like this is the picture of the passport, and it's just the top of my fucking head with like my hair on top. There you go. And like my ears are down here, and like my brows. It doesn't even reach it. Camera's too high. Thailand sounds like a fun place to visit. Definitely recommend it. Though, it's always better to know somebody in the place that you're going to. That's pretty much with everywhere. But I definitely recommend having a somebody who knows Thailand to show you around Thailand. I would offer my services, but sadly enough, me being a Thai person myself, I have not actually been to that many places in Thailand. I've been very much lacking travel experience, which I hopefully will work on catching up as well, uh, or catching up on as well when I get back to Thailand after this, because I'm gonna go probably on like a trip with my friends to basically just go around every place that we want to in Thailand. If you're interested in it, I might try to like make it into a video, perhaps. Um, Yeah, when your face reveal. I mean, the face reveal is not going to be a big thing for sure. Like, there's no point. I don't really see a point in making it a big thing because I don't care if somebody like my face is on places. Like, you can find it if you want. It doesn't matter. It's just that it's not relevant at the moment. None of my videos require me to show my face yet, so I haven't. If eventually we go to a convention or something like that, of course I'm going to show my face, because how else the fuck would you find me? So, yeah, I'm not trying to hide it. It's just there's no point in showing it yet. And I don't see a reason for me to start doing thumbnails with my face just going like, oh, in the thumbnail to attract people's attention either, because the focus is the art right now, not me. We'll make it a big thing. I don't. Like, yeah, because I know how horrible the internet can be with face reveals, so I'm fully prepared to have a fucking dream situation happen. Like, just oh, that'd be funny, huh? Just mimic the dream face reveal video, like same fucking angle and everything. Hey guys, this is my face. But yeah, obviously, like a lot of people have been horribly uh shit on for their face reveal, so uh it is quite a concerning thing, but I don't think I have to be that worried about it. I don't care. Uh I don't try to be perceived as handsome, so I don't think it's gonna be too much of a worry. Don't date any minors. Yeah, no worries. That's gonna happen when I reach 1 million subscribers. Don't worry. That's a requirement. Well, but I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber, so I guess that's not gonna happen then. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not a Minecraft YouTuber. Just wait, I hit 1 million subscribers. I start doing Minecraft videos. Time to date some minors. Let's fucking go. It's in the contract. I can't. You can't stop it. To you, your chance point. There you go. Not yet. Not yet. It's the 1 million sub special. It's a sign. Oh no. Yeah. Minecraft Monster Garden win. No, but that honestly though, it is a weird coincidence, isn't it? All like a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, like a bunch of them. I guess it's because it's like it's kids content, so okay, I'm not gonna never mind. Okay, let's not get into this. I'm like that's for other drama channels to deal with. I don't have to throw my opinion into the pool. Monster Garden mod for Minecraft and reveal. I mean, I you've seen my hands in some of the videos, like when I uh showed off the uh there were some of them. I'm sure. I remember doing that with some of them. Yeah. I honestly, you know what? The face reveal might happen in a very stupid video that I want to actually do. I do this I have this fun thing that I like doing, which is making balls out of dirt. Yes, I said fun. Balls out of dirt. It's like a Japanese thing, I think, but I didn't know that before I started doing it. No, no, well, yeah, yeah, I did see some videos about it, but I didn't know where it was from. It was just a memory in my mind where it's like, oh, I remember seeing like a video of somebody making a ball of dirt and then making it all shiny and stuff. So I wanted to do that, and I did, and I've done multiple of them, and I really like them. So there might be a chance in the future that I just make a video showing how I make dirt balls because I just want to share that. It's really fun and it's very satisfying when they get shiny because literally it's like it sounds strange, but you can literally get a ball of dirt, right? And then just get like really fine dirt, you sift it or whatever, like sprinkle on top, keep rolling it, keep adding water and like um rubbing it against like a hard surface like stone or glass, and then it's gonna just be it literally turns shiny. Like I have one of them on my desk at home. I They're so shiny. They're so nice. Um, so yeah, there might be a video of me just making dirt balls eventually. So that'll be fun. Yeah. It sounds therapeutic. Oh yeah, it very much is therapeutic. Uh, yeah, that might be fun. Also, like I do want to branch out with content, like for example, the dirt ball video. Though I know that the algorithm on YouTube is a weird and freaky thing. Like it it does some funky stuff when you start doing content that is besides the content you normally do, because obviously YouTube has an algorithm, and the kind of content that you do gets recommended to the proper people that watch that kind of content. But if you start doing multiple things, YouTube gets confused and they're like, "What? He normally he does Minecraft videos, but now he just played Valorant. What do I do?" And then it just doesn't do anything, and you barely get recommended to, like, it gets recommended to the wrong people, and then your views fucking drop. So I'll probably have to make like a second channel if that ever happens, like make a second channel for all the other shenanigans if I ever want to do any of that. Um, so that it doesn't affect the algorithm. That should be your 500K special. Oh, if we reach that. Yeah, I mean, I'd be down for it being a special or something. I've done a very poor job at actually, you know, celebrating the milestones. Um, we have reached 200K, but I've not really done anything for the occasion, which I really should. I mean, I made a video, but it wasn't really, yo, I I cracked 200K eggs and made a giant omelet to feed the homeless kind of video. Which we might need to do. I don't know. But it feels wrong if I do them now because it's already so long past 200K. So maybe I will have to wait to 500 to do something for it. Simon's Dirtball channels. Hey, Ritfinch! Everybody in chat, if you have not, be sure to check out Ritfinch. They're the creator of the Golden Bone magic system, and they just actually released a new video about their a very interesting ironmonger people in their world that make cool ass tools and have some very interesting traditions. So be sure to check them out. If you like world building and like my videos, you'll probably like theirs. But yeah, hello, Rick Finch. Glad to have you here. Congratulations on all your milestones, Simon. Thank you. Thank you. Even though they have passed quite a while ago. Yeah. Oh, with the dirt ball thing, by the way, just to finish that off, I was thinking about making the dirt ball thing like a sort of sentimental thing for myself by taking dirt from each of the locations that I like and making balls out of them. Because obviously the type of dirt affects what the ball's color is going to be, how shiny it's going to be, and stuff like that. So it'd be interesting to be like, oh, I want to go to my original high school, get some dirt from there, make it into a ball. My house, well, I have a ball that's built from my house, so I don't need to do that again. But like to different locations that I like, take the dirt, make balls. That'd be neat, because then I can have, different colored balls that remind me of locations. What are you drawing? I'm drawing a robot, even though it's hard to believe this is supposed to be a robot. It's for a Bot Bash collaboration with Bill Makes Stuff. If you know their channel, Bill Makes Stuff. Really good content as well. Wonderful stuff. But they asked me to join the Bot Bash collaboration. They asked like a bunch of creators to join, and I was one of them. So I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do that." So that's what we're doing. We're making a robot with prompts that were randomized. You're so nice to smaller creators. Well, of course. I mean, it's only going to benefit the whole community if all of us grow together. I don't see a point in being hostile towards you. Again, thank you, Redfinch. Why are you in here? Stealing my viewers? Are you coming in here to steal my viewers? Get out of here. Like that? That doesn't, that won't help anybody. Yeah, I like their stuff too. It's so strange. I already said this once, but it is so strange watching somebody for years, like seeing their content, seeing them in videos, and then getting to interact with them for real. It's so like it still feels weird, because you have a perception of them from YouTube, obviously, and you feel like you know them somehow, but then you talk to them actually, and it's like, oh, you're actually human, like you're a person, right? Behind the screen, like there's actually a flesh puppet controlled by a little meat brain inside. Heck yeah, Bill. Heck yeah. It's the first time I've ever heard that expression. Heck yeah. He's a great dude. Oh yeah, yeah. I was in a call with him, and he seems very nice. Though the thing is, I was in a call with like multiple of the creators that were in Bot Bash in a call, and it felt to me I was incredibly nervous because obviously these people are creators. They know what the fuck they're doing, and they sound like they know what the fuck they're doing. And to hear them like speak with each other, I mostly just sat back and listened to them talk, um, which was enjoyable. I like doing that. I like just listening to people talk. Um, but yeah, it was very nerve-wracking to be in a room with people actually knowing what they're doing. Bold of you to assume I have a fleshy corporal form. Sorry, I did not mean to be to assume anybody's state of being or state of matter. I'm sort of slowing down on the design right now. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I think, I mean, the shape of the body. I want the like bird beak thing to still be a thing like this. Not bird beak, the bird body where they sort of have like the crest. Still want that to be a thing. Then I can have the legs come out here instead. And then the small arms here to like offset it a little bit, have a different silhouette from the side, besides just all of them being on the same line. Because then you could see them as well if they're like on different levels. Um, I like the little arms being lower. That's good. We also might want to like shift this forward. Ah, it definitely looks better going back. This. There you go. You belong there, Simon. Yeah, it's hard to convince myself that yet because like in my own head I know how clueless I am about literally everything that I'm doing. So seeing other people talk so confidently about the plans that they have, how they want to shoot the videos and stuff like that just is very impressive and imposing, you know. You're like, wow, these people have been doing it for years, you know, years, and they know what the fuck they're talking about. And they go uh, to cons and stuff like that. Like yeah, they were talking about like going to a convention as well, and I was like, oh, they get to go to conventions. That's so cool. What's going on with their feet thing? This thing? That's the idea was in the prompt we got hooked for arms or hands. So what we thought was, what if the legs are able to spread out into like multiple appendages. So they're like bunch of tendrils together, right? And they can spread out, but each of them have a hook at the end, like this. But when all the hooks come together as one foot, it turns into like a ball. And obviously the ball can also like spread out to be more of a like a very many-fingered claw like this to like pick heavier things up. Normally, what it uses it for is like it separates it into multiple claws. So if, for example, there's a piece of junk here that it wants to collect, it'll separate the leg out into multiple claws, hook into the thing, and then like slowly drag it towards itself, and then turn it into like tear it apart into scrap and then mold it into like the goo ball and then put the goo ball into its battery compartment to drain the material out of its energy and then as it gets again, apologies for the word usage, I still haven't figured out a better one. When the ball becomes flaccid, it uses one of the hooks to like hook it and then throw it away. Like, oh, there you go, junk. Or well, no. We said it will redigest the rest of the fluid, like the oxidized outer shell of like each of these bubbles. So it'll like bring it to the front and eat it up. So it has can reuse it in the creator community. That is. Oh. Right, right. I do definitely want to like that's why I'm like working on getting more like collabs going and stuff. Is because I want to like sort of be more of a part of it because I'm quite isolated from it, you know, don't interact with many other channels of the same kind as mine. Deflated, there you go. That's a way better word than flaccid. Um, does the crab thing like cheese? If it had taste buds, I believe so. Yes, it would like cheese. Hey Simon, have you heard of Zoocosis? Is that the game that's being worked on? That's just a horror zoo game? Is it that one? I've been working on a world building project a while ago. Oh my, I'm getting stuffy. Hold on. I gotta mute so I can snort. Okay, there you go. Nobody needs to hear that. I've been working on a world building project a while ago when I saw on your streams, with the goofy necromancer now ungoofified. What? I was on one of your streams with the goofy necromancer now ungoofified. What? Which one was that? How long ago was that? Zoo plus the thing. Yeah, yeah. So I was right. It was the zoo horror game. Snort. Yeah. Currently watching this with my Bluetooth headphones. We got a very blowy storm going. If I duck out, I've blown away. Okay. Good to know, Redfinch. Be careful. Hold on to any blades of grass or like stumps and stuff that you may pass on your journey. Be careful. It's also a term for animals in a zoo. They can enter a type of cata cata catatonia. Oh, is it that thing where they become just basically like animal depression? Uh, but it's like really messed up, isn't it? Like, 'cause some of the animals will like they would get into a cycle, like a rhythm, and they do the same thing over and over again without even thinking about it. So there was like a tiger or some. This is take this with a grain of salt. I don't know if I remember this correctly, but I heard that there was like a tiger that got that, and they basically got into a habit of like they just repeatedly licked their baby or whatever until it pretty much became bald. Like it removed all the hair because it didn't register. They were fucking just gone at that point. Yeah, or like them hitting their head against things and stuff like that happens a lot as well. Yeah, I can't wholeheartedly go to a zoo anymore, really. Um, it makes me think too much, you know? Like I obviously I like seeing animals, but there's like this looming feeling in the back of my head every time I go into a zoo being like, God, this is sort of depressing. Like this is quite sad. There's all these animals in little cages, you know. Sometimes I can shut it off, but some other times it's just like, I don't want to go to a zoo. That's just gonna make me feel sad. I'm trying to draw with a mouse. Any advice? Uh, Try and make a style that works with using a mouse. I specifically learned a style for myself just in case my tablet broke abruptly and I wasn't ready for it, so that I can still make things with a mouse. It is very different from what I normally draw, but at least it's something. I have like this very chibi style that sort of tries to emulate the look of low poly 3D models, which I can just use a mouse to draw because I just click. It doesn't use brush strokes. It just use clicking and masking and mapping things. I can actually show you some. Hold on. So I intentionally uh, did it so that I can draw it with a mouse. Where did I keep them though? Um, No, it's not here. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to find it in a reasonable amount of time, but I do have a style for that. Pixel art, yeah, pixel art is good too. Um, anything that doesn't require too much like dexterity in one swoop, that's all of that's good. Yeah. So like pixel art, uh, or find something that works with the mouse would be good instead of fighting against it. Um, Rezoos. I love animals so much, but always feel so guilty. Yeah. What? Yo, monster, I'm defeated in Dark and Darker right now. I want the demigod cloak skin, but I don't think I'll get it ever with my cleric. Cleric. God, yeah, I'm doing cleric too, by the way. I'm doing cleric too. Currently I'm at Pathfinder. I'm the blue one, the middle one. Um, like basically what I'm doing with my friend. I'm playing with a friend, by the way. I'm not doing solo. I'm just trying to avoid literally everybody. Or it's not like we're trying to avoid people. It's just that we mostly just focus on looting and then leaving. Um, and if confrontation has to happen, then we do it. If we can catch somebody off guard, we will. But we don't like look for fights and try to die because like the amount of points you lose when you die is quite a lot, so it sets you back. But luckily they did change it so normally you get most of the points from treasures you loot. But now, like, just taking normal items like helmets, pants, and legs, and whatever that are like of a high color will sell as much as their cost when you sell them to the store. So taking random shit with just high color, like oh, some purple boots. Yeah, sure, let's take the purple boots and just that still gives you like enough points. So I get like 300 or so points per round. So I'm slowly getting there. Goodbye and have fun. Okay, take care, take care. The goofy necromancer was from an old stream. Yeah, I don't remember it. That's probably how old it is. I don't remember which one you're referring to. Because I do remember a stream where I drew like chibi or like cutesy characters, and took suggestions, and I drew like a funny little necromancer and like some other creatures as well. I don't know if that's the one you're referring to, or if I did something with a necromancer after that that I don't remember. I do want some rigid components to this thing, though. I mean, well, one of the rigid components is this thing, the canister, but like something else here as well. Like maybe this bottom part. Well, we got 17 days or so till the cutoff, and it's giving me severe FOMO now. Oh, wait, it's 17 days? It's gonna be done in 17 days? Fuck. Okay, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go, like, work on that as well then. Because I don't care about the cloak as much. I want the campfire, the cool-ass campfire skin. I want that one. So luckily I don't need to go to Demigod to get that, but still I need to get a little higher. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Take care. Take care. Yeah. Okay. Maybe we want the disc to be flatter, actually. That might be interesting too. Like more like this. And then have like that. That could be interesting. Because then it would look like a trapdoor spider with like their flat ass in the back. So we could Have it be sort of again like biological with the spheres. When the spheres are like around here, we can have the flesh question mark of the mech's body like bulge out. Uh, like this, you know? That might be interesting. Yeah, I actually like that pop quite a lot. Yeah, it also would work better because it being like very tall makes it look like it's gonna fall over. So maybe having it be more like this might work better. I might have to settle for it too. Everybody's it's all right. No, I know because I'm just streaming at a stupid time. But yeah, take care everybody who's leaving. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day or good night or whatever happens after this. Um, I like that a lot. Yeah, yeah. I think that's good. Sorry, this is probably some very bad eye clutter because I'm drawing on top of already existing lines. Let me just clear this up a little so it's easier to tell what's going on. Okay. Something like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. That's good. Okay. How does it attach to the body? It's so annoying. I mean, we could just have it be like a hinge, like the whole thing, just like that. I mean, it's not really going to be seen, so I think it's fine. Um, like some sort of demonic crab spider grape nightmare that eats trash. Yes. Yeah. Insanity. If you got a headache, you got to take care of that. Don't neglect it, because headaches can develop into worse headaches. I have experienced that myself. Um, it's like, yeah, fine, I'm fine. It's just a little headache. I don't need the medicine. And then a few minutes or like a few hours later, fuck, just dying. Uh, I nowadays I've learned my lesson, so I just take care of it right away. Take some medicine just in case. Um, well, that depends where you are as well, I guess. I don't know if you just have medicine readily available. Over here, we can just go to the pharmacy and buy medicine. Doesn't matter if we have like a description or not, a prescription or not. You can just get headache medicine. Just be like, yeah, just give me some headache medicine, and they give you headache medicine. I don't know if that's how it works other places. Okay. This is a weird shape, but I think weird shape is good because We're trying to make it weird. So, like, I do want it to be very a little ergodynamic, aerodynamic. No, ergonomic. You're not trying to hold it. I don't know what the word is. Just flowy. So like a swoosh up here, or I do want like a little bump before it swooshes, like this. And then we can have the back legs here. The front legs are, we could have them higher up, and then the small legs down here. That might be very goofy. Hold on, would it be better to have the big legs here, and then the small? No, I do want the small ones down here, but they would be hidden by the big arms. I guess we can just remedy that by having the drawing be a little angled so it shows the front. Yeah, let's just do it like that. And then the eyes like this. But then we don't get to see the nice little bumps on the back. I might need to draw this from multiple angles, or just like break it down to show off like the nice little contours of each of the pieces. Hey, I have a question about the witches. Uh, how does their magic work? The whole fun about witches is they don't know how the magic works. That's why they're so terrifying. So I won't answer that. Yeah. The reason people are so terrified about witches is because, well, they don't get it. Um, like, people fighting witches get cursed and they don't know how they got cursed or why they got cursed. There is a lot of superstition and beliefs about how they got cursed because no one knows yet. Exactly. So it's horrifying to fight a witch. Like you could have fought a witch. You could have not gotten touched, killed it, put it on its hung it up and burned it, and then like 3 days later you start experiencing curse symptoms. Like, so it's terrifying to deal with them because you don't know what the fuck is hitting you. Organic, yes, organic. But yeah, this doesn't really feel like I want it to be slant this a bit more like this. Back legs and then the front legs. The eyes. Yeah, something like that. Hold on. Let me play around with how the body's tilted. Because we might want to have it be like more like that. Or I think like that amount is fine. Fun. I'm gonna get to explore the Warframe side of things as well. Uh, my old love, Warframe. I used to play it like a bunch. I recently like speed ran it as well. I got to I just wanted to like experience it again because I played a long time ago, had some nostalgia. So I started a new account because I don't remember the old one. and I just like speed ran through the game, going through all the quests and shit, and I did it a lot faster than the first time around. Um, but the designs in that game are just wonderful. I remember one of the like early on when I started art, the first ever thing I drew like when I committed to the art journey was Pyramid Head from Silent Hill. But then after that, I drew like a bunch of Warframe weapons because I really like Warframe at the time. So I drew the Soma, like the Soma Prime. I drew the Broken War. I drew the Boltor. I think it's called Boltor. Like way back in the day when the Soma Prime and the Boltor Prime were like or I don't know if the Boltor Prime was a thing or if it was just the Boltor, were like the two big ones that were like the meta at the time, you know? So that's why I drew those. Uh, you gonna check out Soulframe too? I don't know what Soulframe is. I'll look it up in a second. Hold on. How sentient are the witches? I will talk about the witches in a video about the witches, so I'm not gonna like elaborate on it much more than that. I love how loose your sketch work and line art are. I need to get better at slapping down shapes and feeling it out. Yeah, I like doing it this way because it I feel like it makes the designs come out a lot better. Just not take anything serious and just you can erase anything, remove anything, and change anything, and it makes you think less about or be able to like play around with it more. If I was thinking way too much about like, oh, the perspective of this is wrong, then I'm gonna make everything too stiff looking, and yeah, this is the way I'm comfortable with it. But yeah, hold on, let me look into Soulframe. I want to know what Soulframe is. Wait, isn't Soul? Oh, wait, isn't Soulframe the game that Warframe is making? Hold on, let me look it up. Yeah, yeah, it is. Okay, right, right. Soulframe. I completely forgot. Yeah, they said they were gonna make another game called Soulframe. I forgot what it was about. I think it was like a just a it was an MMO, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was an MMO. It looks interesting. I mean, I hope with like a ground base that's different from Warframe, they're gonna be able to build it up in a different way to make it more sustainable, if that makes sense. Because like Warframe's great and all, but you gotta admit the way they update it definitely is not a sustainable way because they keep adding stuff on top of stuff, which yes, it's content for the time, but people run through that shit, you know? It's always new update, people come back. They speed run fucking farm whatever just came out, use it a little bit, and then are done with it again, leave, wait for the next update. You know? So it's like I find it a lot better when a game figures out like the core they have like a really strong core, right? And then they just keep adding things to it, which obviously it's a lot harder. It ain't easy to make an update that nicely integrates with the things already exist and then add to it to like improve the main structure of the game. That's harder than just slapping more shit on top of it. Uh that's the kind of update that really makes it last, you know? So hopefully if they like make the new game, it'll be like a framework that can really be added onto and not fall into the pile more stuff on top of more stuff trap that Warframe got into. Yeah. I think the first thing I draw from when I was like committed to the art, it was the movie Nine. Oh, the movie Nine. Wow, I like that movie. Yeah, that was a nice movie when it first came out. Damn. I've never drawn anything from that movie, but I've definitely taken inspiration from it. Like in old sketchbooks, I drew some like sock puppety looking people that definitely took inspiration from the movie Nine, but I didn't like draw any specific characters from it. Um, I play Warframe for the fishing. Incredible, incredible. Can't 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 judge you on that. That's some based based reasoning. I'm currently uh deving a game, and the idea is a towering and abandoned magical citadel. But recently, I've been finding so many world builders do something similar. Now I worry about making it original. Don't worry. I don't think that's something to worry about. Like, yeah, I had the same sort of worry when I learned about forgot the name of it. There's another guy that's pretty much doing uh like medieval-esque French warfare with fantasy elements, um, but does it way better than I do. I think it's called Trench something. Right, I forgot what it's called. But like while I was developing my world, I it's sort of like I kept looking at his work. Occasionally, I was like, no, I'm not just copying him, am I? Like, I'm worried this is all just exactly like his, you know? And then I'd feel a little defeated, like, should I stop this or should I abandon it? Because it really feels like I'm just following his footsteps and it's just copying him. But then, like, over time, I feel like as you develop it and think about it more, it definitely gets its own personality. Like, even if it's like, oh, there's trenches, it's medieval inspired, there's fantasy elements, with like all those similarities, I think I've still quite successfully, I'd say, managed to like carve my own niche out of it. You know, like the mood of it is different. His is like it's fucking awesome. It's like grime, grim, dark shit. And like yeah, mine is also like quite grim, but it's different enough, I'd say. You know, it has a different personality. I'd say it grows over time. So don't worry about it yet. Just keep working on it, add not shit on it. It'll eventually like grow into its own thing. Even if right now it seems like, oh no, it's quite similar to some other shit. Yeah. A way that I've managed to like separate myself from that is just uh I mean, well, that's just how I do world building, I guess. I just add everything that I like, very shamelessly. Just add things that I like into the world, everything that I like. There's climbing. I like climbing, so obviously the Varus people climb pillars. I do have like sort of an interest in uh like culinary things. I'm shit at cooking, by the way. I still want to like practice cooking better, but I'm interested in like culinary history because I like watching um uh, cooking history. Wait, no, what the fuck's the channel called? Something something history. God damn it! I really forget the name of that channel? I like that channel. How did I forget it? Yeah, there's a channel that cooks historical things and then talks about the historical like tasting history. Yes, thank you. Tasting history. I like tasting history, so I do want to like add like tasting and food stuff into the world. The reason I have garum in the world, garum is a thing in the world, is because of that channel. I just like the idea of garum. It's just fish sauce. Um, or I what about I like Thai things, right? There's some Thai things that I like with when it comes to the cultures and like the outfits and stuff like that. So I made the world the Pillarmen look like that. But then what are other things I like that I put into the world? I like disasters. Well, like wouldn't be the right word. I'm interested in man-made disasters, right? You know, all of those things where it's like atrocities that happen because of people's misuse or budget cuts or shit like that. Like there's always it's always the same stories. There's a bunch of channels that cover it, but it's very fascinating to me because even though we make sure not to fuck things up, something always gets fucked up and like a a a, a very like random number of coincidences will have things turn into tragedies like bridges collapsing or shit like that. It's always like when you look into the history of bridges collapsing, it's always like, oh yeah, it's because this designer thought we could save on 50% of the concrete by making it metal using metal ropes instead or metal strands to hold it up and then covering it with concrete. But then that leads to like a number of problems like not being able to inspect the wear and tear of the metal cables properly because they're covered in concrete. So you can't check if they're getting worn down, so they can't replace them easily. So that means there's starting to be neglect and they don't care about checking it. And then the bridge falls down. Or like the Chernobyl thing. Chernobyl is such an interesting fucking thing. Um, with like how impossible it should have been for it to fuck up, but it's still fucked up, you know? Like this happens so many times in different things that we make where this can't fuck up, right? But we made sure this doesn't fuck up. But then this happens, and then that leads to this happening, and these guys get neglected, and they do that, but they shouldn't have done that, and then all of a sudden it fucking blows up. It's so, yeah, human's gonna human. Yeah. So like I made the mana core, which is pretty much a magic Chernobyl because of that, because I find that sort of uh, random number of events causing a catastrophe so interesting and captivating. Yeah, but there's a bunch of other things in the world that I can't name off the top of my head that's the same way. I just like it, so I put it in the world, find an excuse for it somehow. It's so fun to do that, you know? And it makes me it definitely helps with actually getting you to like work on the world, or at least with me, because I like the world. I put all of the things I like in it, so why would I not want to draw it? You know, if I designed a world and then like added elements that I don't like, of course I'm not going to want to work on it. But I added all the things I like, so fuck, I can't wait to work on each of the parts of the world. Life is a medieval English city with the most bonkers incidents and real stories dating back hundreds of years. Oh yeah, there's so much to draw from that is so interesting, you know? Just add a little different flavoring, you know, change a few names, change a few events, and there you go. Bam bam, you got your world building project. It's- yeah. Sorry I wasn't drawn for a while. I was just staring at the soul frame page and looking. I mean that's normally how the streams go. I just babble and you guys listen for some reason. I don't understand. Okay, I like this shape a lot though. This is some nice shape going on. Very recognizable, if that makes sense. Um, yeah, problem is this part is quite hidden by the leg, so I might want to like lift it up a little more, at least so we can see like the bottom of it. Because like, okay, here, I'm gonna erase the silhouette behind the leg. There. See? Like that hides a bunch of like this nice shapeage that's going on here with this. And then that. Oh, I just accidentally did that. I was gonna have it be like this, but I mean, that's even more satisfying. Look at that. Oh yeah. That's so nice. Just like the and then there. Yep. Otherwise you'll lose your infusium for it fast. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Can it fold up in its legs and to run bipedal? I don't think this thing's gonna be able to run bipedal. It's definitely a four-legged thing, but I mean, we were thinking about making it bipedal, but I think moving away from bipedal might be the better call here, just so we don't the mech. I don't want too much of a mech looking design. But yeah, that's gonna be an issue because I do really want to show the body shape. I guess if we make a side profile like this first, like we can draw a scene with it in the scene, where we like show it from a different angle so you can tell its body shape, like from the front, like this. And then we have a side view like this to show its profile, but then we just have the leg part here be translucent so you can see the body shape and don't lose that. Um, why is it that my lines are fine with pen but terrible with mouse? Is there actually something where it's less precise, or do I? I mean, I feel like it's just that. Not that it's like less precise. I just think a mouse is just a weird fucking shape to draw with. Like I can never get comfortable with the idea of using a mouse to like um do strokes the same way I do with a pen. So yeah, it's also just, well, the mouse is lacking pressure sensitivity, right? So you can't do any like pressure and shit like that. Uh, It's just a mouse is just weird. You're used to drawing with a pen, so I don't doubt that being drawing with a mouse is going to be harder. Unless you've been drawing with a mouse for like ages, then I don't know. There is like a video of a guy who draws with a mouse exclusively and draws like really good with it, so it depends on what you're used to, I guess. Um, we love quadrupeds, yes. Quadrupedalism? What is that's such a weird quadrupedalism? Quadrupeds, I guess. Yes. Though the word quadrupedalism is quite fun to say. Quadrupedalism. I feel like social structures also work in that way. One where convenience is valued over quality. Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what led to all of the tragedies that I talked about. Most of the time, it literally just budget cuts. It's always like people go, we can save some money on this. Are you sure that's going to be fine? It'll be fine. And then up to 20 years in the future, it's degraded and bam, done. Dam breaks, quarry falls, fucking, whatever. Or sometimes they're just absolute fucking idiots. There was a story, I don't know from what country this was from. But basically, um, they designed a mall to be like a specific amount of floors because they made the pillars in the mall a specific size to work with that amount of floors, right? So they were like, okay, we can save on materials. We can only put this many floors with this many pillars to calculate all of it out. So it was perfectly fine. But then, for some fucking reason, they were like, oh, you know what we should do? We should add more floors to this mall that was specifically designed to have this amount of floors. So they added like more floors, and you know what they did then? They added heavy shit on the higher floors. They put heavy shit, the shit that's heavy on the high floors. Guess what? Well, I was gonna say exploded. It didn't explode. It collapsed. Of course it collapsed. You fucking who the fuck designed something to be a specific amount of floors and then be like, fuck it, we're adding more. You, like, it doesn't make sense. Human's gonna human, I guess. Genius, yeah, absolute genius sometimes. Yeah, it's exactly. It's always like the higher ups that don't give a shit about anything, and they're like, yeah, if I can build more floors, but the lower people are like, oh, like literally, we can't fucking do that, and they're like, okay, do it anyway, and then they gotta listen to it. Question: Hey Simon, have you ever played of the game called Broforce? Yes, I have heard of it. I've watched a playthrough of it. I've never played it. Um, yeah, I've never played it. Sadly, because I was not. I didn't also the references don't really work with me just because I didn't watch any of those movies. So like I get the references, but I don't feel the same way about them just because I don't have that nostalgia to go with, to go from. Rom was uh sealed with minimal amount of pillars without telling humans why. So are they messing around the pillars? Ram will escape. No, the god of magic is called Yorm, the same as the giant from Dark Souls. Um, Minimal amount of pillars. I don't know if this is the same way as the human-made tragedies. If like 12 pillars was the bare minimum to contain Yorm, and they're like, you know what, 12 is gonna be fine. We would have to make them thicker, but you know what? I think we can get away with making the pillars thinner. Yorm isn't that strong, right? That's to like millennia into the future. Fucking Yorm breaks out, the world ends, shit like that. Hey, you guys, so you know how we made that mall to have very specific floors? Yeah, let's not do that anymore. What do you think about how an art channel, but it's pencil and paper art would work? Yeah, anything would work. I think that stand out, actually. I feel like that would make it yeah, that would totally work. I mean, Poco does that. Literally, like a lot of Poco's videos are fucking pen and paper, aren't they? Um, So yeah, that totally work. I don't think there's like that much of a restriction to that. You can make anything work pretty much. Hey, oh, thank you, Roken, for the €2. Appreciate it. Hey, what are you drawing today? When dwarf figure? I know. The dwarf figure. I'm literally only waiting on Merchcraft at the moment. The video is ready and everything's ready. I'm just waiting for Merchcraft to make the call, so that we can actually, have it be available. So I apologize because the dwarf video as well said that it was going to be next week, and that dwarf video was a week ago. Um, so it is definitely behind schedule, but it will become available soon. I assure you. So a little more patience, please. I apologize. I, I'm sorry. We're trying. But yeah, what we're drawing today is I got invited to do um bot bash with Bill Mix stuff. Other YouTubers as well are doing like a bot bash thing where they design robots. Most of the people are model makers, so they make like models and dioramas of their robots. But I myself am not that, so I'm drawing one instead. But pretty much the same thing. They gave us a randomizer with like random prompts on it that we had to roll for. And the prompts that I have currently, or that we got was so bot bash for the body, it was alien, head, googly, arms, noodles, hands, hooks, legs, leg day, and flavor moldy. So what we came up with was this thing, which is a weird alien bodied mech with thick ass fucking legs. But the mold part is because we're using slime mold. So the legs are actually made out of like multiple tendrils that are slime mold. And also the body is going to be like covered in mold as well. I think that'll be neat. Like just the slime mold like going around controlling each of the different parts. But yeah, this is the robot we came up with. So it's a scavenging robot that takes trash and garbage and biomaterial from the surrounding environment, makes them into like these gooey balls, and then puts the balls into this compartment in the back to have them pretty much ferment into fuel for itself. And then they deflate and then they chuck it, or it takes it out and regurgitates or reconsumes the remaining rest of uh, of the bubbles to reuse for the next ones. The laws of physics are just uh, loose guidelines when it comes to architecture. They're up for interpretation. Now, I mean, I I perhaps maybe I don't know. I'm trying to figure out I think so. The general shape of this thing from the side would be sort of like this. Hold on. Uh, Like that's sort of the shape that this thing has. I'm trying to give some like a contour line so you can tell what the shape of this is. Like that. And then the back part like comes out a little bit as well on both sides so it can attach the leg. It's like it's pretty much like the front of a ship, you know? Like the front, yeah, the front of a ship. That. What is its name? We don't have a name for it yet. So if you would like to it looks a bit like a crippled eidolon. Fair enough, yeah. I guess so. Yeah, it does sort of look like an eidolon. I mean, I'm trying to take inspiration from Warframe to a certain degree, so thank you. Uh what was I gonna say? Yeah, you guys can come up with a name if you want for this thing. I don't know what kind of name it would have. Would it have like a name, or would it be like a model name, like model M465 fucking dash 2 or whatever? Up to you. The Throngler. No, not the Throngler, please. Greg. The Gubber. I, Gubber is interesting. Gubber. Wait, no, that's called. Isn't that Goober? That's Goober, right? I thought, oh, Gubber, such an interesting name. I think that's Goober. Like, Glorb Glue. Why are all of these gooey names? Why do you make the name gooey? Glorb Glue. Glorb. Haunts. Haunts? Dingus. Mukumek. Horse 2. Bird 3. Fuck. Slimefoot. But that's an MTG character. Oh. Moldsome. Bob. Well, okay, what if we make it like a silly name like Bob, but then have it be abbreviated into something that means something? So like uh bio operated uh body, like something like that. Like just have the name be goofy and then try to abbreviate it into something that's like, oh yeah, that's a proper abbreviation. Ballsy, Libby, Mr. Cool Man, Bloopa, Glorp, Guzzler. Like, wow. Boss, bio-operated scavenger. That could be interesting. Boss is interesting. But then it's like, is it boss like the word boss? We could add another S to it. What would that be like? Bio-operated s- sex. Sex scavenger. Let's go. What is a sex? Is that like scrounging for the scraps of? No, no, no. Gyat. Call it gyat. We're not calling it gyat. I'm just gonna write it down. Pookie Bear system. Oh yeah, scavenging system. Yeah, you could literally do bio-operated scavenging system. Boss. That's fucking awesome. I'd say that's cool. Oh, also, because it's a scavenger, we could name it after creatures that are scavengers in real life. Like we could call it hyena or fucking. Well, yeah, that'd be the. What would be other names for it? What are other scavenger creatures we might be able to take uh, names from? Gumbus. Okay, but boss is on the back burner. We're keeping boss on the back burner because bio uh bio operated scavenging system is very interesting. Jackal. Well, Jackal is the name of the creature from fucking Warframe, so I feel wrong calling it Jackal. Raccoon is interesting. We could call it Raccoon. Skunk? I don't think skunks are skunks scavengers. Vulture. Boss model turtle. Raptor. Roach. Oh, we could call them Roach. Roach is neat too. Roachy. Let's go, Roachy. You know how I like Roachy or Roach because it sort of gives me the same ring as Molly from Deep Rock Galactic. So you can like if people are working alongside this thing, I can totally see them be like, Roachy, get over here, fucking get these scraps over here. God damn it, you tin can, Roachy. Shit like that, you know? That would totally fit with the name Roachy. Rat, the rat. Rock and Stone Brothers. Mold and Trash Brothers. Not the Robocy. Pookie Bear. Oh, reminds me of the witches. The Witcher. Rochi the Bonus. Okay, this is it then. The main name is Boss, right? We're taking that Boss, so bio operated scavenging system, and then the nickname for it is Rochi. Cool. So hold on, let me write that down. We got some space over here. Boss bio system or Rochi. Whoa, 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 whoa. Litfinish just came up with a big one. Hold on. Recycling organic autonomous cleaning helper. Holy shit. Big brain. What the fuck? That could work as well. God damn. I gotta write that down. That's really good. What do we think about that? Grit Fringe, that sounds awesome. Yeah, it fucking does. It does. Recyc recycling organic uh auton autonomous. I'm so bad at spelling. Cleaning helper. Nice. That's fucking awesome. W acronym. Agreed. That's so good. Recycling organic autonomous cleaning helper. Okay. Fuck bot. No. I like boss as well. That's the thing. But I feel like it's so good. We gotta go with Roach. And then, the Y is just the nickname, Roachy. I got one big brain a day, make it count. Boss could be the overarching name for the product, for the project. True, true. We can still keep it. So it's ooh, you know what would be fun? Have it be like a sponsor marketing type shit. You know how it's like how like sports cars and shit or NASCAR or whatever the fuck have like brands on them. So like have multiple brands on this thing. So basically it's made by the company Boss, right? Which is like a cleaning company. And then Rochi is the name of this specific unit, right? So this is the Roach made by Boss. Yeah, because then we can have fun designing some like futuristic-esque logos. Like, this is the shittiest logo. Bo Boos. I'm gonna we'll have to think of like a cool logo, you know, like a dystopian-esque logo. Not Hugo Boss, not that boss. Uh, and then Rochi is obviously just R.O.A.C.H. What? Gloomy Slorpy Company? That's a terrifying Roomba. That's cool. Yeah, I like that. I like this. Okay, company boss, bio-operated scavenger systems. So I feel like this would be set in a world where it's like the world is dystopian or is not really apocalyptic, but it's definitely like gone downhill. I feel like okay, it's dystopian, but it's dystopian on another planet. The world is fucked. Same way like Wally, you know? Wally type shit, where it's like the world is full of garbage, it's fucked. We move to a different planet. They're on there. They're doing fine on that planet, but they want to rehabilitate the world. So they're sending down like units to help scavenge the world and shit like that. And that's where Rochi comes in with like there'll be cleaners and Rochi and like different units for different occasions that go around the world basically slowly taking it apart and cleaning it up. Oh, that'd be nasty. They bulge and suck up water from the ground to supply the system. Yes, that would be very interesting. I agree with that. They would definitely need to like take in some water that way. And all humans are fat. Yes, yes. Let's just say that as well, just in case. All humans are fat as well. So there'll just be like some people walking beside this thing like this. Fucking no, no. I think they'll be normal. They'll just be normal humans. Gotta go. Okay, take care, take care. Uh, okay, Rochi, add a serial number. What's the serial number of Rochi? Rochi, I feel like starting it off with a zero would be good, and having it be quite a high number, uh, is gonna be good as well, I think, because then it implies that there's a bunch of these things. So maybe like just something like a 0455 or shit like that. Rokin, thank you for the 5 additional euros. Appreciate it. Uh, Violent utility liquidator for technological unit repurposing. My God, that is a long one. Yeah, I appreciate the effort, Rokin. Thank you very much for the suggestion, but I feel like that's gonna be a little bit too much of a mouthful. Violent utility liquidator for technological unit repurposing. That is a mouthful. No, not boobies. We're not doing boobies for a serial number. Oh yeah, adding a letter as well actually is really good. So like an R in front. I don't know why R, but like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that. 8,055 boss. Oh, that's good. Having it be 8,055. Boob. Did you finish Scavenger's Reign? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I finished the whole thing. Uh, in 2 days. I could have finished it in one day, but uh, I didn't. I thought it'd be better if I separated into two, and yeah, I did finish it in 2 days. Balls 556. Valley Boar? No, we're not calling it balls. Okay. No, not boobies. We're not doing boobies. Uh, how long has the stream been going on? 3 hours. Jesus Christ, I've been babbling nonstop for 3 hours. Christ. How can you guys stand this? My God. But yeah, I think that's gonna be enough for the stream for now. I'm not gonna finish this clearly. The momentum is slowing down, and I'm babbling way too much for that to be for it to be done. But I hope you did enjoy it, because I very much enjoyed it. So yeah, but you're definitely gonna see this in a video eventually. Um, oh, also, before I go, Ballybor in the chat as well, everybody. He makes fucking videos. Recommending the videos very much because they are very good. Um, his ideas are fucking awesome. Like seriously, I sometimes I when I watched his most recent video, I was like, "Fuck, that's awesome!" Like it's so good. They're so good. The ideas and the way he illustrates them as well, the concepts themselves and how they look, like the designs of them, so unique. Like I don't know where the fuck he gets his references from, but they look awesome. So yeah, highly recommended. Check out his channel as well. But yeah, Baby Bernstein, Valley Boy's goaded. Oh yeah, definitely, definitely, 100% underrated. You got to check it out if you haven't. But yeah, I hope all of you enjoyed the stream. I wish all of you a good day, a good rest of the day, whatever you may do with it. Um, take care. All right. See you in the next video or next stream if it's in the next video. And the next video comes out, by the way. If the next video comes out, the dwarf will be available when the next